How's it going, everyone? We're finally here back with a skin pick video. I just want to thank everyone for, sitting in there and, waiting for these to come back. It's been a really rough time for me personally. I do suffer with a lot of depression and anxiety and stuff like that. I've been on medication for a very long time and so forth. I've mentioned it before, but, it's not a thing I bring up too often. But one way or another, it's just been kind of tough like that, and a lot of things going on. We lost some pets. We had a lot of sick geckos. We've been having problems with the fish tanks, this and that, and it's just been a lot of stuff going on, and I just need some personal time to get through a lot of it. So thank you, everyone, for your kind wishes and for everything like that, and just, waiting through. But here we are. We've got the Target hoodie and pants set starting out for you. Now, if you are new to this, this does not mean all these games are in-game, all these skins are in-game, or ever will be. This just are a nice ensemble of potential skins that could make it in this next week. And if they don't make it in this week, they may never make it in, or they could be pulled in a different time. So that's just something to keep in mind there. Next, we've got some boots to go along with the Glistener set. So these are the Glistener boots version 2, and they're a little more glisteny. And yeah, they've kind of changed it up a little bit. They definitely kind of fit it a little bit more. And I could see these potentially maybe popping in to finish the set. I mean, we always hope we can get some sets finished, right? This week, we got two different high-quality sets for you. This first one is the Hollow Face Mask. And yeah, this one just kind of has like a wings look. Now, it does look a bit like the No Mercy set, just color-wise. And there's kind of like a wing look to it, but this has a lot more curves and so forth. So I think it's different enough. Also, the mask itself doesn't look as much as like a skull. There's no wings really on the back. But yeah, it just kind of has a very similar look to it. So I don't know if this might make it because of that. I could see this maybe potentially a different color, having a little more chance. Last, for clothing and armor, we've got the Iron Wolf mask and chest piece for you. And as you can see, it kind of has like a scratchy kind of wolf fur thing going on where it connects to the chest plate. And then you can see you've got this cool little wolf mask thing going on here with some ears there on the side. And if you check out the back, just more metal plating of fur. Next up, we've got some deployables for you. Starting out, we've got the Bat Sleeping Bag. And yeah, as you can see, it's a little bat. It has some stars going on in and around its wings. It does have a little bit of a glow to it, so be sure to check that out here once we kill the lights here at the end. Next, we've got a small box for you, and this one here is a small little ammo box by Andre. As you can see, it just pretty much just says ammo on the side, and it has some of the ammo types drawn there on the top. Next, we've got a continuation in some more of the attempts at sets. We've got a carved stone storage here by the carved set. So here's the stone. There you go. Stone here, in case you don't know. Then over here, we've got another box. This is the display box weapons. So these are, sorry, display box set, and this is the weapons version. There we go. Display box set. For me personally, I think maybe a little too much red. I don't know. Then over here, speaking of red, we've got some more red for you, starting out with the Accumulative Pig Ammo Point 2.0. And if you look, it kind of looks like a pig. Hey, I like that. So, and then you've got it says ammo there on the side, and look, it even has a little curly pigtail. Definitely a funny one. Then over here, we've got another continuation in the graffiti set with the graffiti clothes storage, as you can see here. Then over here, we've got another box for you in the transparent AF tools storage box. So there you go, transparent set. Lastly, over here, we've got a fridge for you, and this one, of course, is the Outer Planets fridge. If you didn't recognize the set, should be pretty recognizable, I would say. Then we've got some doors for you. Starting out here, we've got a wooden door for you. This is the Dead Pirate's wooden door by Ideal. As you can see, it's got some kind of pirate, skull there and some crossed swords. And then if you come along the back, you've got a mounted fish and some seashells and sea stars hanging from some strings. Then if we go ahead and pop on over to here, we've got a Guardian of Hell sheet metal door for you. Then over here, this one's got more of a neon kind of look to it, and this is the Neon Wave door by Odyssey. Next, we've got some more skulls for you. This is the, well, Skulls door by Jessen. There you go. Pretty straightforward name. Some skulls piled up. They've got barbed vines growing through them, and it's got some kind of, I don't know, what are those, teeth, or maybe those are just the barbs growing through at this point. I don't know, that's creepy looking, but some ravens as well. Next, if we pop on up here, we've got an Illuminati door with the Secret Society door for you. Then moving on over here, we've got a squiddy kind of door. This is the Ocean Beast door by Oasis. Then lastly, for our sheet metal doors, we've got one more for you with the Hollow Stickers Carbon Sheet Metal door. What a name there. There you go. Has more of a kind of cartoony look to it. Then we've got a single sheet metal double door for you. This is the Ventilation System door by 9K. It comes in a glowing and a non-glowing version. Then over here we've got some garage doors, starting out with this Red Dragon by Avonbrow. Then we've got a very kind of comfy looking garage door with the High Speed Garage door by Bad Trip. It just looks cushy, but I don't know about those handprints there. Then if you are allergic to bees, you might want to avoid this one. Otherwise, you may want to grab this to get some honey with that garage door. This is the Wild Bees garage door, and no, it doesn't really give you honey in game, but hey, definitely looks quite cool. Lastly, we've got some armor doors for you, and these are both pretty highly textured ones, but they still fit into the great quality, so I'm gonna show them. But again, anything that's super highly textured, it might look too flat as an item on a door or another object. Usually your things Hulk tends to stay away from, like, you know how this is supposed to be a car, but literally, you know, it's this thick. So hey, but it's still done really well, and it could be, you know, just like art, you know, so to say. And of course, the underside is the backside. Then over here we've got a police door, and this one again is pretty okay with the overly textured, but then it has the cracked glass on the door and then the mesh at the top, so that might be a no from Hulk. You never know. But they did make sure that the text isn't backwards, which is always a plus. So let's go ahead and kill the lights. Take a look at the glows on these. This of course is going to look different on each side. Then that CB store. We can cruise back all the way down here to neon. There's a little bit of glow on the back of the fridge. Take a little spin around each box. It looks less red at night, I have to say. Definitely does even out more. There's that one. And lastly, we've got the sleeping bag over here. And there we go. Next up, we've got our tools and weapons. Starting out, we've got a hammer for you, and this one is the antique hammer. It definitely looks quite fancy, like it's chiseled out of marble. Next, we've got a couple rocks, starting out with this nutty one right here, which is the hazelnut rock by MM. Then we've got another rock for you. This one's more lava looking. This is the hot strange rock by Kiva. And we'll go ahead and hit the lights there. Take a look at the glow on this one. Then we've got something that looks like some kind of strange pills. This is the Headache Pills Rock by Slanoza. And yeah, some cobalt pills. Just a whole bag in the shape of a rock that you can beat people with. Perfect. Then we've got something over here that's a little more ancient. We've got the Golem Rock by Uproar. It comes in a glow and a non-glow version. So let's go ahead and kill the lights real quick. Take a look at that glow. There we go. And last in this group here, we've got one more rock for you, and this one is the Fluorite Rock by Stefan. Next up, we've got a Bone Club, and this one's all sorts of twisted and messed up. This is the Rad Mutant Bone Club. And man, I don't know what's freakier, the weird brain mouth thing, or the split head, or the tiny, tiny hands. I think it's the tiny hands. Next, we've got a longsword skin. These don't pop up too often, but we've had a couple pop up lately. And this one definitely has a nice Nordic theme to it. This is the North Warrior longsword. Next, we've got a bow for you, and this one's got a nice little color gradient kind of thing going on. This is the Rainbow Dots hunting bow. Go ahead and drop back there. Do a little spin, let the light hit it differently. Next, we've got a DB for you. This one is the Not Dead pump shotgun. There you go. Has a little bit of a kind of rusty western look to it, I think. Next, we've got a revolver for you. This is the solar-powered revolver, and it actually comes in two versions, a glowing and a non-glowing version, which is something you'd wonder, it's kind of an interesting idea, right? But you'll see right here, it's just pretty much a power switch and a few dots, and then when you aim down here, there's like a little power-like light. It's definitely quite interesting. Then, last in this group, we've got a Python for you. This one is the Golden Damascus. And as you can see, it kind of has like an ivory handle with a gold Damascus kind of metal going on there. And it has a bright white, but not glowing sight for you there. Next, we've got a sap for you, and this one is made out of wood, which, well, therefore, it's the wooden sap. I mean, pretty straightforward. It kind of has a western-y kind of look to it as well. Aiming on the sides here, it's got a little target to let you know, hey, you're going to need to be doing some aiming here. Then next, we've got a SAR for you, and this one has all sorts of a green crystal going through it. This is the Crystal SAR. There you go. Aim down the sights. And let's do that reload. Next, we've got the Keyboard Warrior, and this one just fits right in there. And if you look around, there's some things hidden in there, like Chad spray, online. It's just, you gotta see it. The back says headshot kind of around it, and yeah, you gotta love the little hidden things here and there. Easy, etc. Aiming down the sides, you've got a little red tip to it, and the ball of a mouse at the top there with the scroll wheel I thought was a nice creative touch. Even has the little USB cable hanging down. Next, we've got a custom SMG for you, and this one is the Candyman SMG. And yeah, this thing is definitely quite bright, and it might hypnotize you as you shoot it, so, you know, don't stare into it too long. Also, I believe, yep, we forgot a SAR back there, so here it is. We've got one more SAR for you, the Crusher SAR by Spectre, and it's got this bright blue and very kind of construction-y feel and look to it. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a red tip, and let's do that reload there. Moving on, we've got an M39. Not too often we actually see these pop around. This is the composite M39, brought to us by Mishka. Comes in actually two colors. There's also a reddish one that you can check out down in the description below, the workshop link. Aiming down the sights here, you've got blue versus the black with a red tip. Next up, we've got an AK for you, and this one is all sorts of crazy looking. This is the Infernal Mecha AK by Werecat, and yeah, man, it has mecha, and it has flames, and it's kind of steampunky. It's definitely got a little bit of everything going on there, and is quite a wild looking AK. Next, we've got an LR for you, and this one is the Nuke LR by Red Rex. Definitely has a very toxic look to it, which is quite cool. Does look like it might glow, but it does not. Aiming down the sights here, not too much distinguishable with the difference in the sights, but kind of a silvery tip. Then we've got another LR for you, and this one is the Diamond LR by MDE. And yeah, this one's all diamond up. Quite nice. Aiming down the sights here, you've got a bright blue against the kind of aqua color. And there's that reload. And last but not least, we've got a V2 of the tempered L96. Hey, maybe this time around we'll have a chance with it. We'll just have to see how that goes and how Hulk likes it. But there you go. Tempered L9. But everyone, that is what we've got for this week. Thanks for watching. Stay rusty. Don't forget to leave the feedback. I'll get to whoever it needs to. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much for your support. Have a great one.